Yo guys, what's going on? I haven't posted in a while, but I promised it is here. Let's check it out. Ethernet Project, episode uno. So yeah, basically the whole premise of this project was all our internet throughout the house wasn't the greatest on Wi-Fi, but our Ethernet was really great because we were paying for like the top tier that we could get through Comcast. And so we decided we wanted to Ethernet the whole house and wire it through the house and everything. And then I thought, hey, this would be really cool for my YouTube channel. So I recorded the pretty much whole thing, setting up the router, wiring through the house, which was a whole day project. I filled up like a whole SD card, which I've never done before. So that was pretty cool. So this is episode one. This is going to be the basic stuff. Just kind of planning, doing basic stuff like I think setting up the router. Probably making an episode one. If not, then that'll be a next episode, because it's definitely going to be a multi-part series, because I'm not going to have like an hour video or something. It's going to be in like 10 or 20 minute chunks probably, most likely. So let's get right into it.
Yeah, I'm down for the long run now. Red Corvette and my drop top down.
Okay, so here we have the router. It's an N router by Netgear. It's the N450. It's got Wi-Fi built into it as well, so it's another combo router. We just didn't want the Xfinity one, so we needed another N router because we didn't want AC because that would mess with my mom's frequency stuff with her body. Yeah. Anyway, so we're going into the box here. My dad's plucking away at the plastic covering around it. As you just saw around the box, it had some information about the stuff inside. And so we're getting into the box right now. There's a piece of paper with the contents, and here's some documentation. I think it's like a warranty or something, but yeah, we can just toss that to the side. And then we have some cardboard covering everything, and there's the actual router, but we won't get to that. So here is the accessories, which is the power adapter and an Ethernet cable. This Ethernet cable is Cat 5e, so we didn't use that. Again, here's the power adapter with the power cable connected to it. And then here's the actual router itself. So we'll push the box away right there. And it's wrapped in some blue plastic covering stuff. So we'll take that off. And there it is, unsheathed. If that's a word, I think. Alright, there it is. So here's the front, quick pan. And I tried my best to be able to see the Netgear logo in the light. So here's going to the back, and here there's 4 Ethernet ports, a USB, and a power connection. So there's those 3 ports on the back of the router. Yay! So here's the monoprice connections for the Ethernet terminations. As you can see, they pretty much go on the end, and they go into the router, and they go into the computer. And so here's some Ethernet. We just bought like a huge coil because we were going to terminate ourselves anyway. So here's around the box. It's 250 feet, and it's also Cat 6, so it's pretty much all we need. It's enough length for all our terminations, and the best Cat thing you can buy. Yes. So I'm chopping in the box here. And yeah, there you go. There's the huge coil of Ethernet. And you can see I'm wearing like a jacket and jeans because this was like end of April. So sorry about how long it took. So you can see I pointed to Cat 6 and 250 right there. And so here's our termination tool. I think we got it from our grandpa. It's pretty much so you can cut the cables whenever you need to, and squish down the termination endpoints to the cable, and kind of make it all in one. So you can see I'm pushing it down, and it'll squish down that part. And then the very end part is to just cut the cable entirely if you need to. So there, little scrunchies right there. And so now we're going to Lowe's. And so here's a bunch of videos of Lowe's. So we're looking at some Ethernet plates for the walls in our house. So you can see right there. We were looking for the right color, except that was all white. I think we needed like an off-white. And here is a tool for cutting the Ethernet. We ended up getting on Amazon, I'm pretty sure, and that was yellow. So I remember we found that brown one at Lowe's, but it was way more expensive.
$1.77, that's cheaper than the internet.
I left that in. It's cheaper than the internet. And yeah, it was. So we got those, and we got the middle parts. So we went to Staples, see if they had anything cheaper. And I ran into this graphics card, this GT730. It was crazy. Give it the thumbs down, of course. And they also had LaCie hard drives. Thumbs up. So Staples was a no, as you can see by the nod. So now we're setting up the router. So as you can see, we're unplugging everything of the old one and plugging in the power of the new one right there. This is a little time lapse, by the way, if you couldn't tell. And so there's our old one, giving it a thumbs down, yada yada. So then we got everything connected, and it gave us some blinking lights. So then we had to deal with that. So we're reading the instructions. I think we had to wait a little bit for it to change colors or something. And we weren't getting a connection on the laptop, and the lights changed, and they were blinking. So I think we had to call Comcast. Or yeah, then it recognized it. And then we were getting a signal, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because then now it's all green. And so we tried firing up a web page, but nothing could load, as you can see by the offline dinosaur. So we had to call Comcast, and we had to register our router with them, because, you know, they like us to use their stuff, but nah, we ain't about that. We want to have Ethernet throughout the whole house and not rent their stuff. So, here's our setup page. They let us get into that. And we started setting everything up, obviously, and the lights changed, as you can see. So it got our account information. And, oh gosh, this is shaky. And then everything was all good. And then you can see on the bottom right that if I go down there, but yeah, there we go. We didn't have a connection still, so we had to wait a little bit, and then we got it. We got the connection, so that was nice. And then we set up the Wi-Fi, so I was connecting it to my phone to see if we could connect to it. My dad went through all the Netgear settings to see, you type in the IP address in Google Chrome, you pretty much check out all the settings. So that was pretty cool. We got to check out all that and set the password and name and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, you can see that we are still going through all that. Setting the ports and everything. Okay, so you can see it connected on my phone successfully. That was really nice. That was really to tell us that it was working. Then we started writing down passwords and stuff. And then I ran a speed test on my phone real quick, and I ended up getting 57 down and 12 up. Not bad for being right next to the router. And then we ran the speed test on the laptop. And it was honestly pretty much the same as it was before, because we had the router in the same spot. You'll see that we moved it later in later episodes. So as you can see, it got 89 down and 12 up. Not bad. And then we went to my computer and entered the same credentials and saw what speed we could get. Connected perfectly. Went to speed test, and it was honestly the same there too. I, long story short, had more upload than download.
Okay, so that was episode 1 of Chair. Come on. Okay, so that was episode 1 of the Ethernet project. You just saw it. I'm editing it right now. I'm about to put this in. More videos to come. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and comment down below what you recommend differently and stuff like that. It's going to be several parts. This is just episode 1, getting everything ready, like the router and, unboxing all the stuff. Which, there's more stuff to be unboxed, but I'll get to that in further episodes. So, like this video if you liked the project so far. It's only a couple minutes of it, and I just wanted to get this out, because I've been really wanting to, perfect this in a really, good way. But, I mean, I just need to get this out, I announced this at the beginning of May or something, because we finished it in the end of April, but I announced it on the screen like this in the beginning of May. So I wanted to get this out. I'm sorry this is a shorter episode. They're going to be longer in the future. I just want to get this out, and I hope you guys understand that. Thank you for the active subscribers who are loyal. I'm sorry I don't post much. I've been working a lot more now. I'm starting driver's ed, so hopping in the whip. Yeah. Sorry about that. Like this video if you liked it. If you liked it, then you liked it. Subscribe for more of this guy. And I'm out. Peace.
Falling and I'm a whip, yeah. Out in Fairfax, going hard in the pit, yeah. I still ball on the pitch, yeah. Something wrong with the picture.